Hey everybody, good morning. This is Liz Choate, registered dietitian and director of clinical nutrition here at Jackson Purchase Medical Center. And we're doing another Learning with Liz lesson today. So I was trying to think what could be another subject that we could talk about today. And I started thinking about caffeine. Hey, we all have our caffeine in the morning. Even I have my caffeine with my coffee. But how much caffeine should we have in a day? Is caffeine safe for adults? Is caffeine safe for children? Because a lot of people drink a lot of caffeine every single day. So I just thought I'd kind of just touch on the subject just a little bit and talk about some of the guidelines that are out there for adults and for children, and then just kind of tell you how much caffeine it might be in some things that are most common that a lot of us might drink or even eat. So with caffeine, there's been a lot of studies about with caffeine and with adults, and the guidelines actually from the 2020-2025 dietary guidelines for Americans says that adults should limit our caffeine intake to around 400 milligrams in a day, and that's considered to be a safe amount for adults. Caffeine actually does a few little healthy things for us. They can actually make us feel just a little bit better having caffeine, in the morning. There have been studies about if caffeine can help with heart-wise and different things like that. But if we drink too much caffeine, it can actually make that blood pressure go up with a lot of people. Caffeine is an irritant. If someone has an ulcer in their stomach or some type of GI issues, you probably don't need to drink a lot of caffeine because, like I said, caffeine is an irritant. So as I said, the amount for adults of what they've come out for the safe amount for us is around 400 milligrams a day for healthy adults. That is not associated with any kind of dangerous or negative effects. For breastfeeding moms, it says try to limit it to like 300 milligrams or less. But for children, there's really not any caffeine that is safe for children. You really want to try to keep them off of that caffeine. There are many new products that are out now that add caffeine to different types of drinks, and I know a lot of kids want to drink them because they think it's kind of cool to have those. But you want to be very, very careful with that and make sure that they're not doing very many or actually none of those drinks that contain that caffeine in there. So how much caffeine is in different things? So I've got a really cool little chart here that's going to show different types of coffees and teas and energy drinks and things like that. It shows how much coffee that is in those. But like coffee in an 8-ounce serving of coffee in 1 cup, we get around 133 milligrams of caffeine. That's an average. If we were drinking tea, in 8 ounces of tea, there's only around 50 milligrams. So tea is half of what you get in with coffee. So that's a good thing for you tea drinkers out there. Let's see, green tea. The Arizona, this is just a brand that's on here, is the Arizona green tea. And 2 cups or 16 ounces only has 15 milligrams of caffeine in that. So it has a little bit less. It's kind of watered down a little bit. Things such as, say, Coke or Pepsi, they have around, say, 35 to 45 milligrams of caffeine in that. But something like a 7-Up or a Sprite, that's going to be a caffeine-free, so that's a 0 with that. A Mellow Yellow, 53 milligrams. A Mountain Dew has around 54 milligrams. But how about some of those energy drinks? And those are the things that are popular out there that a lot of people like to drink in the mornings. A 5-hour energy drink, which is only 2 ounces, or it's very, very small. There's around 200 milligrams of caffeine in that little 2 ounces. Whew, that's a lot of caffeine. A Red Bull has, a can is like around 8 ounces that has around 80 milligrams of caffeine in that. Let's see, a Monster energy drink. A lot of people drink those Monster drinks. 16 ounces, 160 milligrams. So it's important for you to look at that and see how much caffeine is in those things. Because, like I said, a little bit is good, but Too much is too much. It can cause our heart palpitations, make our heart race really fast. It can make some people's blood pressures go up. So there are a lot of things that caffeine can do if we overdo it with it. So I hope this just gives you a little information today about what caffeine can do with our body and how much we should actually have in a day and what's safe for us. If you have any other topics that you would like for us to talk about, please just leave us a little note here on our Facebook site. And if you have any questions about today, again, just kind of give us a little note, and I'll be glad to respond to that. So I hope everyone has a great day today and stay healthy.